Hey everybody, and welcome to our first official live feed spoiler show of the season. Cause you guys know the deal, when the fish swim, we fill you in on everything that's going down on the live feeds. Now look, this show is somewhere in between a house guest show where we're like very professional, not professional, but you know what I mean, when we're like on topic and sticking, and a hangout show, which is not like this at all. It's like in the middle, meaning it's much more relaxed. We're just talking feeds. I'm much more going to be taking feedback and stuff from you guys live in the You Now chat room. And that's kind of like how we do the format of these shows. Now, let me let you know, you can see all of our Big Brother content over at yourrealityrecaps.com/bb19. You can get to all of our content there. The blogs, the shows with house guests, all of it. You can even get to the link to watch these shows back, because here's the deal. I know you guys want these shows right away. I don't edit them. I put them on the yourrealityrecaps.com/bb19 spoilers page. They're all in a playlist right at the top in sequential order. So that's where this show will be right when it ends, and where all the spoiler shows will be. And again, you can get to that from our webpage. If you guys don't have the feeds yet, because of everything we're going to be talking about now, and oh my god, make sure you get them from yourrealityrecaps.com/bb19 feeds, or you might have already known all this from following at bb19 live feed over on Twitter. And I just have to say again, live feed updaters are killing it already. Oh my god, great job. All of the live feed updaters, Dancing Amy for overseeing it. Oh my god, like you guys were all over it with the info last night. Like from the jump, I was blown away. I don't know why I'm so proud, but I just am so proud of all of you. I know Amy's proud of all of you. I'm proud of all the prouding. Now, also to let you guys know, Trash Draft, you have one more day. You have until 8 p.m. tomorrow to enter the Trash Draft. And then, you don't have to hear me say this whole part anymore. You got till 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Confirming? I think that is the time. You entered today. That's so awesome, Jansu. I'm gonna open this up. 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, perfect. Got it. So there is that. Of course, if you're watching this show back on our spoilers page on our website, because again, there's not posts for these shows. We're going to be doing so many of them during the season. I would have to make a million posts and graphics. So I just throw them all in the playlist on the spoilers page. But watch us do them live over at yourrealityrecaps.com/you now. That is where you can watch us do them live and hang out with us for that. Now, lastly, everyone, I apologize. Like I said, live feed updaters are killing it. Dancing Amy is doing Trash Draft and killing it. I don't have all of the stuff updated yet. Give me to the end of the day. Then we will have flashback times completely updated, the spoiler graphics, everything will be done by the end of the day. We've all literally been going no sleep for the past 2 days to get everything updated. Just realized today, I know you can't see it, but the people on the playback will appreciate it. I just realized Paul wasn't over here. Now, that doesn't mean anything for you now, people, because you can't see the sides. But lots of work we're still doing. We're going to be all caught up by the end of the day tomorrow, the latest. Block party. Why block party already? I don't care about block party. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, bye. Okay, so that's that. Okay, I'm just going to throw it in now. I was going to work it in later. I'm just going to put it in now, too, so we get all this out of the way. Lastly, yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. If you love all that we are doing, consider becoming a patron. It really helps support our shows. You get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, shows every week just for patrons, and this season, after shows for patrons. So we'll have everyone live here on You Now, but then when that show ends, we go live in the patron group for a half hour just for patrons. Or you could always do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Everyone, wake up! Fasten your seatbelts, because here we go. Oh my God, you guys. Live feeds last night. If you watched our, live feed kickoff show where I told all the tea about the premiere party, you know that we were like all excited. And I just have to say, I want to start here with the chat room. I don't want to use the word disappointed. And I'm not talking about the feeds. The feeds were epic, mind-blowing. I'm talking about the kicking off of the feeds. I feel like we had such a glorious kickoff with Over the Top, and then even remember BB18 last year? They had like ooh, the feeds are kicking off party, and people were like running around naked, and it was all like this crazy stuff. And what did we get as the first images of the kickoff of our feeds for this season? Excuse me, I'm just gonna throw up my mouth a little bit. I was like, here we go. Like, we were all pumped up. Like, we just had, like, big show. And we're like, oh my God, this is the tea. And we're closing books. And we're opening new books. And, like, we're talking about everything. And we're having such a fun show. And here we go. Let's all go over to the room. Let's go all over to the room. And then the live feeds didn't work. Which, by the way, I'll interject this in super quickly. If you guys were having the problem where you couldn't get, like, the live feeds to play, or you couldn't get the chat room to open, I also had that problem. I don't know if they've officially fixed it yet. What I did was it worked for me in Internet Explorer, and it worked for me on my mobile device. But on my mobile device, I couldn't get the chat room. On Internet Explorer, I was able to get both. And on Chrome, once I deleted my cookies, cleared my cache, signed out, signed back in, restarted my computer, then it worked on Chrome. So if you guys are still having the problems where you're not able to watch the feeds and the chat at the same time, maybe one of those options will work for you. I see Tess in the chat room saying, on the iPad, I was able to get it to work, but no chat. On your iPad, if you use Puffin, the Puffin browser app, the feeds don't work, but the chat does. So, if you are Richie Rich Fancy Pants and you have one of those iPad Pros, you can do like Puffin and Chrome open side by side and have chat and the video until they get it working, or two devices, like log into Puffin for chat and the feed, the regular Chrome or whatever, to watch the feeds. So I hope that is helpful to some of you. Blondshell says Roku works great. Okay, so that's good. I'm glad they got it all sorted out before the feed started. Yeah. By the way, this in no way is a reflection of us, and you should still get your feeds from yourrealityrecaps.com/BB19 feeds. Girl. Okay, so, oh, hi, Glenn. Glenn's in the chat. Oh, Glenn will probably have a lot to say on what we're going to talk about. So, okay, going back to ew, vomit. Look, girl, I wanted to like you. We all wanted to like you. We were all rooting for you, Jessica. We were all like, oh, God, come on, girl. You can do it. And then we turn it on, and you're in bed with Cody. And look, girl power. You do you, girl. However, I was willing to let that one go until you two marched your asses downstairs and literally started double fisting fists of popcorn, which you were eating in your microphone while making out with each other. It was mouth noises times 2 with kissing slurps. I legit, like, we were like 4 minutes into the feeds and I straight up almost self-evicted myself. I literally took my headphone wires and I started wrapping them around my neck and I was like, I'm out for the season. That's it. If this is a showman's and they're gonna tandem eat each other's tongues and food at the same time, I'm out. I'm out. So stop it and stop it right now. So that was kind of like the lead up that we had going on. And then it happened. Twitter done gone crazy when a quick view of also Paul fisting popcorn was able to glance the memory wall at Megan Black and White. Oh, that's right. Megan is no longer in the house. Now, we don't really know all of the details. However, like originally when it started out, people, I think it was Christmas, was saying like, you know, F her and, you know, how could she walk when so many people wanted that spot and poor Cameron and blah. But as the feeds went on during the night, we kind of learned that it started, or there's a rumor that there was a racial slur that apparently she said or didn't say about Alex, and that it was that well, Jillian, here's the thing. I know that people say that Jillian is the one that said it. So stay with me. I don't mean Jillian, I mean Jessica. Stay with me for a second. Stay with me for a second. I know people are saying that Jessica said it. However, I know that this is what they're saying on the feeds. Jessica said it. Paul overheard it, repeated it. It led to a fight between Alex and Megan. And apparently other people were involved. And then that is why Paul always stirs the pot. And then Megan self-evicted because of it. But that doesn't really make that much sense to me if Jessica said it. Like, what I think happened is Jessica is saying that Megan said it, and that's what caused the fight between Megan and Alex, which then made Megan self-evict. That is kind of how I'm taking it. But we're not going to have to wait very much longer for the answer, because over on Megan's Snapchat today, she said, I will be releasing a statement later today about my departure on Twitter. Love you all. So, Megan is going to tell us her side of the story before CBS is going to give us their version of the story, which should be interesting. Now look, here, thanks for that. You're welcome. Did you not know what we do on live feed shows? This is what we are here to do. We are here to update on what you missed while the feeds are down. And from all aspects. Like, I have a headache. There you go. You're updated. I slept for 4 hours last night. See? Update. I'm updating from all areas of the world. Josh Bull Crazy. We're going to get Josh in a minute. Okay, so Megan is going to fill us in. Hopefully, Megan will be able to come on our show also and fill everyone in. I'm confused. I'm confused because, first of all, I thought Megan was a dog walker. I had no clue that she was an interrogation specialist overseas with the army. Can you all wrap your heads around that one for a second? She interrogated people overseas, but the Big Brother house might be more stressful. The Big Brother, this is what I've learned, and this is where my mind is blown, and this is where I want to talk to Megan. The Big Brother house is more stressful than being overseas interrogating criminals in a prison. I can't wrap my head around it. I still cannot wrap my head around it. Cindy says, Megan told Alex that Jessica said it. Alex confronted Jessica. Drama happened. Megan was told she lied. She left, and it's up in the air why. Okay, look, I also want to tell you guys one thing. Like, when I do this show, I try and do it in order of the way things happened for you all. So, just know that if I'm saying something and it is not how the something ends up, we're getting to how it ends up. I'm just trying to give everybody all the info. And I don't mean you, Cindy, by the way, who said that. I'm just saying in general. I meant to say that in the beginning. I tried to keep it up in order. Perfect. Apparently, Paul also stirred the pot. Yeah, we're getting to that. Because people said, like, I tweeted out, it was unclear earlier today. It seemed like Paul started the rumor. So I tweeted out, like, oh my God, Paul started the rumor? That's insane. But then, as 10 or 15 more minutes went by, we learned out, no, Paul just overheard it and then repeated it. So then I had to correct myself. Everyone's like murdering me. I'm like, okay, we're just reporting the info as it happens, people. It changed. It's Big Brother. Let's pump the brakes for a second. I'm still not connecting names and faces. Honest to God, for the first season ever, I'm so good on names and faces. I mean, it also helps me that, the people can see it on the playback, but I have our spoiler graphic right over here, so I have everyone's names and faces, so that's kind of helped. That has kind of helped me. For the next show, like I said, we're still making all the graphics, doing everything. It's taking forever, and Paul being interjected in after has made it much harder. I will have all of this stuff up here for all of you when we talk about it. We'll have the spoiler sheet on the screen for you now, guys. Will Cameron come back? I don't know. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes, so basically all we know is Megan is gone. But well, no, now we've disproved it. Oh, I had my whole entire thing where I wanted all of you in the chat room to weigh in, but now, because of this, now we know my whole theory can't be true. I was wondering for a hot second, could it be a temptation? Like in the same way that Kevin won the $25,000, but he had to throw the competition. Could it be like Megan was offered something? Oh, I guess kind of it could still be. Megan was offered something to leave the show. Or we're going to do this and that. You have to leave. You have to cause a fight and self-evict, but you get to come back next season. Is there any realm of possibility that it could have been something like that for Megan? I guess not, if she's putting out an official statement. Does anybody know if Cameron is in sequester? There is no way that anybody knows for sure. If they tell you that they do, they're lying. Unless you hear it from CBS directly, it's not true. That being said, do I feel that he has been sequestered? Yes, I feel that Cameron has been sequestered. if I was Big Brother, or if I was on this production team, and how long would we say Cameron was in there for like a day? But in that day, I feel like we watched meltdowns, people flipping out, crying in corners. I have a feeling that Big Brother was like, maybe we should just hold him anyway. Let's see. Josh is looking like he's 1 second away from padded cell. Like, let's let Cameron go, but let's just keep him close by. Just in case. Just in case Josh loses it. Because apparently the rumor is Josh was going to self-evict as well. And it's going to be very interesting to see the way this all plays out, because apparently he was very close to self-evicting as well. Paul spilled all the tea. Well, right. I mean, Paul is going to do friendship chats. He's going to, the way that he did last season as well, and I think he's going to fill us in more as well during the show. He explained his theory of controlling the other house guests to a moth around a fire is what Paul did on the live feeds. Correct. He likes to create, but see, here's the thing. Paul... Okay, wait, I don't want to do that part yet. I don't want to talk about Paul yet because I want to, in the beginning of the show, I want to tell you guys all the big things. We have 3 more really big things, and then we will get into dissecting more about everything. So, Megan left. Number 1 huge thing. Second huge thing, we got to see the have-not room, and oh my god, the beds. They are legit cement spikes. It's a torture room. There's no kind of real official photos of it yet. But oh my god, that looks so painful. I mean, I was kind of going back and forth between is it so painful or actually... I honestly think I might prefer that over like the bumper cars that you can't even fit in, because at least this you can spread out, and we all know from watching the show, they're gonna let them have 9,000 blankets and towels and clothes. I'm assuming you could just stuff in between all the slats and put some blankets down, and I almost want to say I think that's gonna be the most comfortable bed of all have-not room beds once they're allowed to do all of their other stuff to the beds. No offense, Glenn, I know you are in here, but I think you all should not be allowed to have anything. If there's going to be the have-not room, the have-not room has to stay as the have-not room was when you first got it. If it's a metal spiky bed, you're sleeping on a metal bed. You're not getting a pillow and you're not getting a blanket. We're all mean, horrible monster demons. That's what I think. Sleep on your cement spikes. Honestly, just get rid of it. I don't really feel like have-nots add anything to the game. I don't think have-nots add anything to the game. I don't think making them eat slop. And I get it makes them moody and irritable and sleepy, but you know what also does? The game of Big Brother. I'm just saying, I don't feel that the have-nots and slop adds enough to the game. I feel like it'd be a better game if people actually were able to eat and have food, than just have them like be sleepy and tired and cranky because they're not eating. So, like, this is also fine. Keep the have-not room and make the sleeping part uncomfortable, but like the slop thing needs to go. I'm sorry. I know such a long-standing Big Brother tradition. They're never gonna do it, but if it was up to me, I'd get rid of it. Or just bring back like peanut butter and jelly or something. Or make it like controlled meals. Make it be like you get 2 meals a day. So you can eat whatever you want, but you're only getting 2 meals. Or something like that. I don't know. We don't have time to troubleshoot it. And by the way, everyone, that is the real Glenn. Correct. I think I saw someone say that's not really Glenn. That's the real Glenn. It's for really real Glenn in the chat. Eric, what happened to the food comps? The food comps are gone. The food comps had to go away for Battle of the Block in Big Brother 16. They needed to get rid of them for Battle of the Block in 16, and I just feel like they never really came back because then there was always some stupid Winnebago that people had to do a challenge in. Or whatever the new thing is took the place of the food challenge. I would love for food comps to come back. I hope if we ever have an all-star season that food comps are part of an all-star season and bring the wheel back. Just for the all-star season. I'm a fan of the wall, but bring the wheel back. It'll be sentimental. If we're doing an all-star season, we need some sentimental stuff that reminds us of old school Big Brother. No Twitter. Twitter's gone too. There was no Twitter in old BB days. There's no Twitter either in future. No You Now shows. We're all done. We're all just going to sit in our homes and watch it and not talk about it. That's what we're going to do. I need some WD-40. Oh, who am I doing an impression of? Elena and Mark. Boom. We'll get there. Okay, so the other most shocking and quite hysterical to me thing that we've learned from the live feeds is how delicious it is when this happens and replaces Jeff Fish. Oh yes, everyone. Now, instead of Jeff Fish, you can adopt cats and shit. And I want to know how that phone call went. That's what I'd like to know. Was it like this? Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Jeff, glad that your contractually obligated relationship with Jordan is going so well. Anyway, we were thinking about going in a new direction this season. It's not that we don't think that you have a super charismatic personality that we paid a lot of money for in those acting classes, but we just feel like mute cats are more entertaining. So, we're gonna go with mute cats, animals, maybe even a turtle this season instead of you. Okay, girl? Fix something, because it's not working anymore. Okay, bye. I want to know what that phone call was like. And you know that Jeff was like, oh, can't do it, because, you know, we're going to have kids or something. Yeah. I'm sure it was, you know, something like that. Jeff Fish will be back when the exit interviews return. Okay. I hope so. I know the people that write his questions, so I know they could use, you know, they would like that. I know they would like that paycheck. You've got to be kidding me, right? Meow. Oh, love it, Pat. Throw some puppy. I swear to God, everyone knows I've been looking for a brother for Charlie. This could be the thing. What if my whole entire life up until this point led me to Big Brother so that I can find my puppy to adopt on the live feeds? And then what would I name it? Would I have to name it Jeff? Like, if I adopted an animal, like, if any of you adopt the animal from the live feeds, like, what are you going to name it? Like, I feel like it should, in some way, be tied into the Big Brother live feeds. So, like, Vito would be good. OTEV. STDs. Shower. Ooh, Zing. Dr. Will. No. You know, something like that. It should be like some Christmas. It could totally be something like that. Jeff Fish. No, I'm not doing that. Cornbread. Oh my God. So they are still on the Adopt a Pet now. Yeah, I mean, apparently the Adopt a Pet is in place and staying. So We'll see what happens. Oh, friendship. I think friendship would be. Friendship would be a good one too. Whistle nut. No, please, no whistle nut. Okay, so I also just have to say, but I mean, this was more from the show last night. However, I'm throwing it in here because we didn't show it. I had no clue who this was. And I'm not even saying that to be funny. I legitimately had no clue who it was. I had the cheat sheet in front of me. I'm like, is there another? I had no clue that was Raven. No clue. I wasn't saying it to be fun. And I was not alone, by the way. So don't come over here and shame me, all you people in chat room right now. Be like, really? Yes, really. And neither did a lot of you. We have Megan leaving. We have new long, red, curly-haired person sitting at the table whose face looks completely different aside from just the hair. Oh, don't worry until the feeds keep going on because she is as annoying as fuck as we thought she was going to be. It's because she usually wears them in buns. Yeah, I mean, 100% because she usually wears them in buns. But still, the whole entire thing just really, I didn't understand it. Now, there was one other moment that I found quite glorious from the live feeds. And, you know, I think it's something that, if I have time to do mashups this season, it's definitely something I want to do a mashup of because even though we're in the middle of the summer, it turns out that there was some Christmas left over and they needed to pack it up on the live feeds. They were like, oh my god, who left the Christmas stuff out? Time to put it away. It's the middle of the summer. Let's not be trash bags with the lights on our house still. So they should like pack up Christmas and put it away on the feeds. Christmas is everything, everyone. That is something that you won't understand unless you're watching the video version of our show back. Christmas is everything I wanted it to be. So let's do this now. Let's do this. I feel like those were all of the big moments from the feeds. So now let's kind of take each person one by one and talk about what we think about them a little bit now that we have seen this. Now that we've kind of seen them on the feeds and you guys can weigh in too. Well, let's start with Jason. Let's start with Whistlenut Jason, who is giving me a very Frank Udy vibe. He's less serial killery now than I originally felt he was going to be, but I wouldn't by any means say I love him seeing him on the feeds for as long as we've seen him. Blonde Shell says yes. Oh, hi, Ed Rizzo. Ed Rizzo says BB Adam without drugs. I'm sorry, are you saying that? Oh, okay, I got it. That is, oh, you're so good. And see how I don't process things, Ed Rizzo? Good. You were purposely saying not Bacon Adam. You were saying Adderall Adam, not Bacon Adam. Got it. Yeah, ooh, that's interesting. That is a good one. Artsy Panda Bear said he reminds me of Shaggy from the non-animated Scooby-Doo movie. Okay, I can kind of see that. I love Jason, hate Cody and Josh. Oh, we're getting to Cody and Josh. But Jason, I don't know. He was a little filthy. He has a little bit of potty mouth. Well, okay, they all have potty mouths. I mean, there was the conversation in the bathroom about peanut size, which went on way too long between Jason, Mark, Elena, I forget who else was in there, but just talking about penis size. And let me say, Mark knows an awful lot about men's penises in porn. A lot. mildly interesting how much he knows. Saying. Stored right up here for when I go to sleep later. I wanted to rip my eardrums out. Oh my god. Oh, well, don't even get me started, because Whistlenut was in on it too, and Whistlenut was, because they were all like, oh, you gotta be at least, it has to be real long and big and da-da-da, and like all this stuff. And then Whistlenut's like, well, then I could be in porn. And I threw up my dinner at that point, and I just started shoving pencils in my ear. And I was like, someone's going to tell me when this is over, because I'm done hearing about Whistlenut's penis. I was good when Mark mildly danced around it, but if Whistlenut is going to fully delve into having to tell us all about his penis, I take it back. I think he is still a serial killer. Kids in the well at his house, somebody needs to check. Serial killer. I almost said something else, then I realized that's not funny. People do it. Pennsylvania, I don't know. So that was my thoughts on Jason. Okay, moving over to Josh. Here's what we've learned about Josh. Yes, Jason is the rodeo guy. Here's what we've learned about Josh. Girl's crazy. Batshit. Can't handle being away from mom and dad. I'm not going to get so crazy into it again. Again, you can watch our show that we did last night if you missed it. I don't mean it specifically like he's someone that's abusive or an abusive person. I'm just saying it's that dynamic where he seems to like lash out, get really angry, and then recoil and like cry and I'm sorry I hurt you and I didn't mean it and it won't happen again, and then lash out, and then I'm sorry, that's not who I am. He very much kind of has like that personality, and from what we've heard the house guests talking about, it seems like he was very close to self-evicting as well. Now, we don't know if there's definitely been another fight other than the one that we've seen, because he does mention his fight, or they did mention his fight with Morgan. Josh Has a Mommy is great. I liked, what does he always say? Not about his parents. Feelings? He must have said last night something about feelings. I don't remember. Anyway, Megan, not Morgan. Did I say Morgan? I meant Megan. Feelings. Okay, maybe it was feelings. I don't know. But wait, now, since you said Morgan, you just made me go to OTT, which made me think, if I had to pick one thing that annoys me about the live feeds, emotions. Thank you, forward flow. Emotions. He keeps always talking about his emotions. That's it. If I had to pick one thing that super annoys me about the feeds, and I'm hoping it's just because they just turned on, it was very OTT last night too. Very much people in corners begging America for shit. Like Alex and Jillian being like, oh, America, we just have to tell you what's going on because there's power and you can save us and please, America, and you gotta know what horrible people these are, America. And then Ramses is like, hey, America, if there's anything you want to give me, America. And then someone's like, America, hey, America, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, shut the front door. I'm not. No. I can't. No. None of us want it. We don't want you begging all season again, either side, as we all naturally fall to who our favorites are in the house. I'm sure we can all agree the last thing we want on the feeds is people begging 24/7, because it means nothing is actually authentic about what they're saying, or possibly even their conversations. If they're that focused on the fact that America is controlling the game, their conversations are not going to be sincere if they think they're being watched, and they're probably never going to tell us what they're really thinking. And there's a lot of smart gamers this season. I also love how many smart gamers there are in this season. I'm not a Paul fan, but he did tell them America doesn't like to be begged. He did tell them that, and then Raven went into the sex room, aka the room with the big couch, which, oh my god. That couch gives me anxiety. If you get one stain on that couch, you have to redo your whole room. Like, that would be me. Like, if somebody spilled a drink on that couch, when your couch is the whole entire room, you have to redo your whole room. I hate the couch. It gives way too much anxiety. Now, back to that room. Raven came in to feed Paul cereal, and Paul was like, okay, hold on, let's make this a gifable moment. Or like, I'm sorry, I got caught up between Amy's gifable moments. Hashtag trash Jeff. He's like, let's make this a gif. Like, let's do it for a gif. And I was like, for the love of God, I swear to God. If people start planning gifs in the house now, like, do it. It's fine if you're going to do it. Do it. Stop telling us that you're doing it. Like, it was driving me crazy last night. Again, I haven't slept, so maybe this stuff will annoy me later. I'm hoping it's that the feeds just came on and everybody is just super excited or feels they need to, like, vomit it all out now that the feeds just came on. And hopefully this is going to taper away as the game goes. This is what happens when you let kids pay Big Brother. Yeah. Big Meech all over again, and version of Devon and Jose. He shouldn't have applied if he couldn't handle being away from his family in the house. You're talking about Josh. I mean, I don't know. It seems like he has issues. It seems like a lot of people on the live feeds last night were talking about him seeming like he's not that stable. He did look very emotional last night. Like, he was isolated with I don't mean specifically isolated, but he stayed away. So did Alex and Jillian, while most everyone else went up in the HOH room. And then the three of them, but mainly led by Josh, was very much like, oh, the live feeds came on, and now they're all being fake, and now they're all up in the HOH room, and I'm real, and I have emotions, and I have feelings, and I'm Josh, and I'm not gonna do that, and I gotta be me, and I'm the best, and I'm me, and I gotta be me. I'm not going to kiss ass just because the live feeds are on. I don't have to pretend to be anything that I'm not. And I miss mom, and I'm going to go cry about it for a little bit now. What are you two doing? It's time for my 1 a.m. cry about my mom. So I'm not saying I'm trying to steal feed time. I'm just saying camera's going to cry. I hear you. Is Elena Amanda Zuckerman, says Brent177 in the chat room. Hey, Brent, I'm going to need you to do me one favor before we go on with the show. This is a fun game that you can play, like our trash draft. Take your hand, like this, and then you hold it like this. Okay, so like you're holding your hand, and then I just want you, like, anytime you have that thought again, just slap yourself in the face. Don't ever call Elena Amanda Zuckerman again. If Elena is Amanda Zuckerman, Scott's Dr. Will. Okay? No. Oh, and by the way, no. Okay? No. Don't know if you hear me, but no. No and never. Don't ever say it again. Is Elena Amanda Zuckerman? You shut your mouth. I need a minute. You just rocked my whole world. Is Elena Amanda Zuckerman? Oh my god. Elena has been doing nothing but sticking her butt places. Or I should say, butting in to conversations is what Elena's been. Elena seems more focused on playing this cat and mouse game with Mark. And Mark the same way. I don't mean to put it all on Elena. Mark is doing the same thing. Mark is very much like, hey, are you into me? Do you like muscles? Do you not like muscles? What kind of muscles do you like? Do you like big muscles? Do you like little muscles? What you feeling on muscles? What does that even matter, Mark? First of all, it's been 9 days. They must have had like a 15-minute conversation yesterday on whether Elena would like Mark's muscles, and all I thought is, you didn't have this to talk about the past 9 days? Number one. Number two, what if Elena was like, I hate muscles. Muscles are the worst. What are you going to do? Go on an anti-muscle regimen? Are you just going to refuse to move and be mobile so that your muscles atrophy and then you just gain all your weight back and then be like, love me now, Elena? Like, what? I don't get it. Why does it matter? By the way, Mark, I love muscles, specifically yours, and I saw that free ball in tweet. Hey girl, how you doing? So whatever. Josh seems unstable is the moral of the Josh story. Moving on to Jessica, it seems, like we said in the beginning of this show, Jessica and Cody are clearly in a relationship or in a showmance. That's kind of all we know about Jessica, other than what Alex and Jillian kind of told us a lot last night, which is that the Jessicas, the Codys, maybe a little bit the Elenas, the Christmases, are the fake people, are the ones that we as America shouldn't like, are the bad people. I think it's too early to make up our minds on that, but the fact that Jessica is shacking up with Cody doesn't make me have too much faith in her. Jesse says, we won't know Jessica's true feelings until Cody isn't the HOH anymore. Correct. 100% correct. They should have let Cameron come back since Megan self-evicted. Well, we're going to get there. And thank you very much, BB Princess, for the bars. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, everyone that's given bars. Jessica, Raven, and Elena are the mean girls incarnate. I'm going to go out of my way to not label anyone mean girls this season. I mean, not like I labeled anyone mean girl. I'm just not. I'm just going to say they're good players, bad players. Danielle for regular Big Brother. Maybe. You don't know. Cody won't be around for too much longer. All right. We got to get to Cody. Is there anything that... Do you guys feel like there's anything interesting about Jessica other than what we said earlier? Jessica might have been the one to say the racial slur about Alex. Okay, it doesn't even matter. Forget it. I was going to say, what do we think? Like, I don't even know. Forget it. Jessica's a bore. She does seem a little bit like a bore. No. Okay. Let's go to Christmas. Chat room. I'm not going to say how I feel yet because I feel I'd be leading the witnesses. Chat room, how do you all who have watched the feeds feel about Christmas? Now that you have got to see her in the game, see her interact, see her with everyone, how are you all feeling about Christmas? Holly R loves her. BB Princess loves her. Destiny loves her. Tina, she doesn't annoy me. Love her. Okay. I lost it. BB Fanatic, love her GRs. I don't really see a lot of people hating her. Pepperberry, she's okay. Jewel. Hi, Jewel. I love her. Okay. Merry freaking Christmas. I love her. I love her. She's everything I wanted her to be and more. She is smart. She is social. She is going to be a comp beast. She understands the game. I love her. She seems like she has her head in check, like she is going to be able to handle the stress of this game. She understands it's a game. I love I love Christmas, as everyone here probably knows. I love Christmas, but oh my god, I also love this Christmas. She's a winner in the making. 100. Hi, Tawana. She 100%. Oh my god, wait. Just one side note. I'm realizing that there's like hundreds and hundreds of you people here. Side note, what I said on Twitter yesterday and now just in the show. Oh my god, I'm so happy to see so many of you back. I missed all of you. Yay, Big Brother season. Okay. I hate the jingle. Oh my god. Kill the Jingle Bell sound clip. I love Christmas. Kill the Jingle Bell sound clip. No one needs a Jingle Bell sound clip. We don't need it. We don't want it. Oh, remember when they had the train? Remember when they had the train noise? The every time Becky mentioned about taking the train to the face? That was some messed up Big Brother. So it's not as bad as Becky's train noise to the the train to the face noises, but still, it's equally annoying. The jingle bells. I kind of like in the beginning I liked it. I was like, oh, Christmas, like it made me feel nostalgic, and I was like, yay, Christmas bells. Then when they kept doing it, I was like, we're not doing this shit every time she comes on the screen, right? Like, she's just not the permanent jingle bell noisemaker of the season. That's annoying. Oh, my Lanta. She's a whole lot better than most of the other girls. Yeah. Shady BB in the train noises. I hate that she promotes her book constantly and that she referred to herself as famous. Danielle P in the chat room. Danielle P in the chat room, co-signed Reality Recaps hosting. That's it's a little Dan Giesling for me. I'm hoping, I'm not hating, I love her in every other aspect, so what I'm hoping, fingers crossed, is that she's smart enough to know that the feeds just came on, so she's trying to get it all out there now, and then she too will pump the brakes on that. Bye, Glenn. Have a good day. Quite Frankie-esque. I don't even feel like, I know people disagree with me. I don't feel like even Frankie flaunted things that much. I didn't really feel it that much. Anyway, I'm liking Paul this season. Wait, I want to see what else I want to say about Christmas. So, great social game. You all clearly seem to be liking Christmas. You're impressed by her. Paul does seem to like Christmas a lot. Of course, Paul seems to like Christmas a lot. I want to talk about Paul. I'm trying to go in order so I don't forget anybody, but there are so many things I want to say and I don't want to forget them. So let's jump over to Paul for a second. Because Paul is doing the same thing he did on his original season. And I think it's going to crash and burn him. For example, he was kind of in the kitchen crew earlier when the feeds first kicked off, and he was kind of talking some shit about the people that were in the HOH room, but then he went up into the HOH room and he was talking some shit about the people downstairs, and I get it. I get it's his moth to a flame thing, and he's trying to give people something to focus on so that they're not focused on him. But here's the thing, Paul. That worked your first season. These people know your game. So, what's going to crash and burn you is the first second they start comparing notes, you're not going to be able to talk your way out of it. You had deniability on your season. On Paul's season, he was so charismatic and people loved him. He had the ability to deny there was no way for anyone to know any different, and he could charm you into believing what he says. This season, these house guests know his game, and it's going to take one cross-reference, I think, of somebody being like, oh, well, Paul was saying shit about you. Oh, he was saying shit about you too. Oh, that's not true. And then I think that's crashing and burning Paul's game. So I kind of just hope he reels it in. We've only had feeds for what, 12, 18 hours or something. It is, well, I guess then again, we don't know what he did the first 9 days. My point is, I'm thinking it's early enough in the game where if he reels that in about himself, I think he'll be fine. But I feel like he's going right into real bad troubled waters. I think you all know 100% confirmed. He does have the immunity for the 3 weeks. I don't think anybody was surprised about that. It's a popularity contest to win the power, and did we not think the favorite player from last season was winning it? Again, these temptations are nothing more than production being able to manipulate in a way that comes across as we're being transparent. We're transparently being manipulative. It's very obvious to me. Oh my god, I forgot one of the other huge things that happened last night. We learned that there's a new curse in the house, or that there is something, like, people talk about it in different ways. We heard that Ramses went upstairs and was bit by a snake, and that has made him cursed. And then he told Jillian that because of the curse, I can't associate with you. Did I not say Ramses? I'm talking about Ramses. I'm pretty sure it's a Ramses. Like, because of the curse, we can't. I'm not gonna associate with you because it could hurt your game. But I'm not gonna give you all the details. So she doesn't know if he's just saying that as a good excuse to keep her away, or if it's legitimate. Now, I see Garist Thump in the chat room saying, I feel like he's making it up. Well, here's the thing. And I say this every year, and I am going to say it again right now in the beginning of the season. Mark it, hashtag it, get it tattooed on yourself. Okay? There's a very easy way to know when game stuff that people are saying is true or false. If they get called out for it, so if they're getting a you're not allowed to talk about production, it's 99% true. If they get the super rare, you're not allowed to use production as a strategy, or they get nothing at all, it's probably not true. Most of the time, they won't get called out publicly for lying about the game, but they will get called to the DR and told you can't use production as strategy. So meaning Ramses technically would not be allowed to say, I was bit by a snake, I'm cursed, I can't talk to you because I'm cursed, if it wasn't true. Like, he wouldn't be able to use that as reasoning in the game with her if it wasn't true. And again, we were hearing the retell of that story from Alex, so it might have not have happened that way, or Alex may be lying. Like, we don't know. The worst part, and probably the only thing that I will miss about OTT, is live DRs to know what people are really thinking. And the feed's kind of never going down, so we also understand more about what they're thinking. We still don't really know where anyone stands. The show could come on this weekend, and we could have Jessica in the DR being like, I formed an all-girl alliance. Our entire plan is to get Cody to be interested in me and trust me so that we can then turn around and backdoor him. Like, we don't know. We don't know anything until we have DRs. So that's my other point of try not to hate them if you're hating the things that they're saying or doing yet. Because just remember, we really don't know anything yet. We only know what people who spent a good chunk of time begging America to help them was saying. And then again, it dived into peanut-sized conversation, so I don't know how hard they're trying to impress us. Did Megan spill yet? No. If Megan spilled, I would have told you. I will say, I'm trying to think if I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't be allowed to say. I'll just say, Megan coming on here is already kind of in the works from several places. So we'll see if it happens. I have had several people say Megan would like to chat with you. So we'll see if that happens. And keep in mind, if CBS says I can't, I can't. I mean, I would love to talk to Megan, but if talking to Megan means that then CBS isn't going to be mad and then not allow us to talk to anyone else, then I'm not going to. I have to consider what is the best for all of you, or the majority of you, what I try and do most of the time. And I wouldn't sacrifice everyone else for us to have Megan, but I hope that they will let her on. I hope that they will let her come on. Quick question. What do you think of the Candy Crush show coming up with Paulie, Frankie, Day, Beast Mode, and the Survivor cast? Seems like fun. Not really into Candy Crush. Can't stand Caleb and don't really want to watch anything with him on it. Someone asked Megan why she quit, and she responded, I didn't. At least that is what someone said on Twitter. Well, we're going to wait until we get the official word from Megan. What do you think about Matt and Raven? Okay, here's the thing. Let's talk about Raven. Raven annoys the shit out of me. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know if Reagan is an act. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get what Raven's deal is. I'm sure. Well, see, I want to kind of just stick. Her game's super annoying. Like, I'm hoping that Raven is doing a character, which is, let's be a super annoying character and be really annoying. Because you're nailing it. I don't like it. It's like the squeaky voice, I don't like it. I don't like it. Did you mention the likes? I don't know what you mean. Maybe all the lies about the racist comment got Megan booted. Look, I think it's pretty clear that Megan's self-evicted. If she was removed, meaning production removed her from the game, there's no way that production would remove her for something like that and not have all the facts. Oh, the 1 million. I mean, sure. For those of you watching right now on YouNow, if you're at all interested and want to help us out and you have free thumbs up or free likes, or you can buy cannons or other fun stuff and use them, we love that and we do appreciate it. If we get like 1 million likes in I think now the next 2 days. It pays for gas for Big Brother. I don't know how to phrase that. So whatever. So use them. We love them. We appreciate them. But moving on. So yeah, Raven annoys the shit out of me. I like Alex way more than I ever thought that I would like. Alex. Thank you very much, Sharon. Okay, now I'll just say, Sharon, since you are the #1 fan with over 5,000 bars on this show, congratulations, you got the Eric You Now sticker. You got the Eric You Now sticker that you also get if you subscribe on You Now. Congratulations, Sharon. Go to yourrealityrecaps.com/prizes and fill out the form, Sharon. Surprise! Oh, there are surprises packed around every corner around here. Okay. Bum. Yeah. No. Oh, God. Now I feel like I need to clarify. You don't literally get a sticker if you subscribe on You Now. If you subscribe on You Now, you get a little cartoon sticker that is specifically for you of me that you use in the shows if you want. It's like a You Now gift to you. If you subscribe on You Now, you get to watch all the shows back right after we do them. Like shows like this that are on the website will always be on the website, but I do a ton more shows every single day. Those shows I don't post on the website. They're only on You Now. The only way you can watch it back is if you subscribe on You Now. I know I never talk about it, but you could do it and love it, and you get special chat and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. Anyway, I hope that cleared it up. Back to Big Brother. I love Alex so much more now that the feeds are on than I did from her interviews. She definitely, she did annoy me with the begging of America. I will say she annoyed me with the begging of America. However, she at least does have a good grasp on the game. She understands what's going on. She seems to be dead in the water. This is what I should have led with. Obviously, we know that this is where I need my spoiler graphics, but I haven't put Paul into them yet. Obviously, we know Cody, HOH, the nominees were Jillian and Megan, but we know that Megan self-evicted, and now we know that Alex has been nominated in her spot. I'm going to have such a better flow and cheat sheets and graphics and everything for our next show. We're still catching up. I want to know how that went. I want to know what did Julie come on and be like, well, since someone self-evicted, nominate a third person. It seems like that's going to be super, I just wonder how that all, played out. I love how she told Cody to eat shit during, oh my God. We all love that. We all love when she was like, no douchebag. Eat shit, Cody. Cody, by the way, it's for you. Eat shit. So, I love her. I do like her personality. She seems like she's going to make good feeds. I also like Jillian. I like Jillian way more than I thought I would like Jillian. Those two, for me, were two people that I kind of just thought, oh, God, they're going to be forgettable. They're going to be floaters. They're not really going to do anything in this game. And when the feeds came out, and hey, it's a lot more than what some other people have done in past seasons. Them making a play to America, them talking strategy. At least they're playing the game. Amy says, I don't really like Jillian. Sure, don't really like Jillian, but I don't really feel would you agree that there's not really anyone not playing the game? I don't really feel that there was any one person there that we saw that was kind of like, oh, I don't care. I mean, yes, Josh was crying about his mom and dad, but he still kind of feels like his paranoia and craziness comes about caring about the game. I feel like everybody, I just feel like there's no real weak players this season. It seems like it's a house of all people that want to be there to play the game. And now maybe that's going to change over time, but I like it. Kevin doesn't seem to understand it. Kevin doesn't understand, but Kevin's playing the game. And there's also part of me that thinks Kevin's game is to act like he doesn't understand as much as he does. Because here's the thing. We watched Josh flipping the F out with Aika, like, oh my god, Aika, I love you, and Aika, you're the best, and you're like my dream come true, and I'm such a super fan. Jeff, I love you, Jeff, you're the best. Yet, when he was in the house, he did not, like, I heard him last night, he had no clue the way slop work. He had no clue about the have-not room. There were like several staple basic things that I think even the casualest of viewers would know about Big Brother, and Josh had no clue. So either multiple personality disorder, or like his personalities need to talk to each other, or like, I don't know. Now, I think Kevin is the flip side reverse of that, where I think Kevin is playing down how much he knows. I think he's definitely playing down how much he knows. Josh confuses me as a super fan. Well, you know, yeah, 100%. Nicole, who it was funny. I know I have closed my Nicole chapter, but I will say that was definitely a funny scene. That was definitely funny when he's like, who is she? Like, I just, like, he was tapping into some Nikki Graham. Who is she? Who is she? It's like, Dad, that's Nicole. Dad, she won last season, Dad. Dad, go out there and be nice. She's our guest in the house, Dad. Stop drinking a beer on the couch and go. She came all the way here from the farm. Dad, she's here from the farm. Go and say hi. Nicole. Her name's Nicole. Go. It's like that. And he's just like, what's her name? Or more specifically, he's like, I have a girl named Nicole in my well. I once knew a girl named Nicole. I cut her tongue out. Like, he was more like that. I'm saying, live feeds have not made him seem any less serial killery. To me. He's still very serial killery. Like, I'm not feeling any less than serial killer vibe. Kind of weird. Dominique. Oh my god. Okay. You people are trying to tell me that Dominique is Jocasta 2.0. I loved seeing this. I loved seeing her and Mark working together. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I hope they continue to help each other in this game and inspire each other in this game. I really like her. I like her. I like her a lot. I think she's going to... I was a little worried after hearing about hearing her answers to some of Jeff's questions. I'm not so worried anymore seeing her on the feeds. It seems like she is in tune with this game. Also, another one who gets it. I guess it's too early to say how we think she's going to be as a competitor, but she has a really good social game. She clearly understands how to play people. She comes from a background of more I'm going to help you, motivate you, inspire you. Let's do this together. Like, she comes from a more positive plate. Like, I just think she's going to have a good game. I think she's going to have a good game. I feel horrible about how annoying this chair is going to be for people listening to the audio. I promise. I'm going to write WD-40 on my hand right now for the next show. WD-40. Dominique and Christmas could be amazing too. Yeah, 100. Look, as much as I like Paul, as much as I love my Mark, oh my God, and Matthew, as hot as we thought he was gonna be, I really want a girl win. I want a female winner. And as of right now, I would love a Christmas win. I would love a Dominique win. Those are the only two people that I would say after last night. I would be so happy. At this moment, I'd be so happy with either of those two people winning. Eric, did you hear that Megan and the producers decided it was best for her to leave the show and go to the hospital? No, we didn't. I mean, has she put it? Oh, wait, here we go. Mini update from Megan. Okay, here we go. I just want to say before my statement post that I love all my house guests and I harbor no ill feelings towards anyone. Okay, so as soon as she posts something, I will, I'll pull it up here on the screen. So as soon as she, or if she does it quickly, we'll pull it up here on the screen. We're almost getting up to our wrapping it up time. Dominique, Christmas, and Paul will be running this game in a few weeks. I wouldn't mind that. She's waiting for CBS to review her statement. Okay, got it. Thank you, Amy. But I will say, if we're not live, and I think you already know by now, at BB19 live feed will have the info, or, you know, retweet the info at least, as soon as that comes out. Who do I want to win the veto? Well, let's end with that. Let's end with talking about veto. Let's go quickly to talking about the few other people. So we talked about Paul. Okay, Cody on the feeds is very Monty. He's very, very Monty. Why are you all saying Alex? You mean you want me to talk about Alex? We've kind of already talked about Alex. Oh, got it. You're saying who do we want to win veto? Right, we're going to talk about that at the end. We're going to talk about that. I'm saving the POV players and who we want and all that. I'm saving that for the end. I'm still trying to get us through what we thought about people. So let's do this so much quicker. Cody, every single thing that we thought about him, or I thought about him, I feel like he kind of lived up to. He's like Monty 2.0 and still kind of douchey. Raven, super annoying. Ramses, we didn't really see a lot. He seems not to be buying Paul's BS at all. I saw a few times that him and Paul were interacting, and Ramses was like, Paul would say, I'm not talking game to anyone, friendship. And Ramses would just be like, okay. Ramses would just roll his eye and be like, whatever you say, Paul. So Ramses seems to be on to Paul, but they do have the little playful bantering back and forth. Matthew didn't really get to see a lot of him, or I didn't get to really see a lot of him on the feeds, but still super hot. Super hot. Hot as ever. Starting to come around thinking he's higher than Mark. Just saying. Love him. Super hot. I refuse to say daddy. Elena, I mean, I guess we need to talk about for a second, Elena and Mark. I mean, we did a little bit in the beginning, but clearly there is something happening there. There has been a lot of like rub downs and heavy petting and touching and group things happening between Elena and Mark and Paul. It's all, there's like a lot happening there. So stay tuned for that. It's a very touchy cast. It's a very touchy cast. 100%. It is a very touchy cast. So we talked about Jillian and that. Okay. So let's move over to earlier today. Was the picks for the POV. So, like we said, Cody is HOH. Jillian and Megan were the ones nominated, but Megan self-evicted. Alex is now up in her place. So the players for the POV are obviously Cody, Jillian, Alex, and then Jason, Twiddly Dunk, Nut, Twiddle Nut, Twiddle Nut. I swear to God, I'm not joking. It's Twiddle Nut. No, it's something with nut. I swear to God I'm going to remember. I know I said it right. Whistle Nut. Whatever. I was close. I know people think I'm kidding. I swear I'm not. Okay, so Whistle Nut, Matt, Raven. Oh. Well, Alex could win. Alex, depending what it is, Alex could win. Jason is legit a dark horse, says Bear Cat Fool. Yeah, he is a dark horse. Did Raven know Paul before going into the house? What I have heard is that Raven did know Paul going into the house. By the way, complete side note, Juju, yes, I see you, Juju. You too. Now we have one left. She did come in for safety. She did come in second for. Oh, right, 100%. Alex was right up there into the end with Cody on the safety comp. So 100%. Did I say that? I did say. I feel like we need to have a rundown of all of the facts at the end. I'm just going to do it at the end. Yeah. There is a picture of Raven and Paul together. A lot of people have said she was just a fan and showed up at one of his concerts. I should have grabbed that picture. I'll have that on the next show. I have heard otherwise. I have heard that they were more than just, I came to your show and we took a picture together. So whether that's true, whether that will factor in as a twist, like, I don't know. But that is what I heard. Paul has good connections out there. Yes, Paul does. I think she's the girl he talked about last season. Could be. I mean, she's very Bronte. Like, do you not see how they just keep putting people, like, into the same role? It's like, you could have switched out Bronte with Raven. It would have been the same thing. You could have switched out Natalie with Jessica. It would have been the same exact thing. You could have switched out Cody with Corey. Cody with Monty. It would have been the same thing. Like, pretty much, if you want to get cast on Big Brother, just go look at the current cast and see which one you are the most like. If you feel you're not like any of them, that might be good. That might be the thing that gets you cast. But if you want to know you're getting cast, chameleon yourself to one of them. You're still on. I just got off work. Yes, these are our live feed update shows, and they're different. They're usually way more funny. Again, I apologize. I haven't slept, and we're still trying to desperately catch up so we can be on track. And I'm still tired. But these are longer, funnier, information, chat room participation shows. Talk about Kevin told Paul 25K. I missed Kevin told Paul 25K. So are you telling me that Kevin told Paul he took the 25K? I missed that, if that happened. Apparently I missed that. Yes. Oh, is she telling it now? Like, did she release her statement? If she released her statement, I'll pull it up. Does anybody have her? I will pull it up for the people watching it back. Or I guess I could just check her Twitter really quick. Oh, no, she hasn't. Oh, okay. Then why are people saying that she has? Okay, I didn't see it. Got it. I want to know why she was for real. Oh, she liked a tweet saying she went to the hospital. Oh, all right. Well, she could just be like John, where wherever you get a notification, you just hit like as you go down the screen. Ooh, shady. Like, you don't even read it. You're just like. See, I read the tweet. John is in the woods. I should probably check in with John and see how he's doing at some point. He might have been eaten by a bear. Waiting for CBS approval. Okay, so let's super de-duper. Oh wait, I don't know. Before we super de-duper run down, I'm not even making this be a super long thing. I'm just telling you super quickly. In case you guys don't know, today is technically Fan Friday here at Reality Recaps, where we now have Aman. Look, it's like a show inside a show. Which his video was just posted up over on our website. So if you guys don't know who Aman is, if you haven't seen him, the video is on our website. He's going to be doing videos for us every single Friday. I believe this is the rare exception of a day when the POV is going to happen on a Friday. It's going to move to a Saturday, I believe, going forward. So it's going to free up our Fridays to be more of a fan show where I will guest in fans to talk about Big Brother and the live feeds. But for this Friday, because of the way the schedule went, we need to do this live feed update show at the moment first. But Aman will also always be doing those shows on Fridays as well. Or videos. I don't mean shows. They're videos. And they're not long. They're like 5 minutes. And they're a great way. You're going to love him. There's no way you're not going to love him. So you need to check those out. And of course, also up on the website right now, if you missed it, is the premiere party interviews. So you have Aman, you have the premiere party interviews, you have my show from last night where I talked all about the tea and the drama from the party. You have a lot of stuff to keep you guys company while you're waiting for the feeds to come back on. So let's recap what has happened since the feeds have come back on. Megan has self-evicted. We do not know why, but she's going to release a statement. So just make sure that you're following at BB19 Live Feed, and whenever the statement comes out, they will retweet it, I will retweet it, you'll get it there. Paul has won the immunity. Paul is now safe for 3 weeks. The have not bed is metal spikes, cement spikes. Kittens and cats have replaced Jeff. Showmance galores are making us dry heave. There is a curse in the house. It may or may not have affected Ramsey and or other people. Alex has replaced Megan on the block. And currently playing in the POV is Cody, Alex, Jillian, Jason, Matt, Raven. And now you are all caught up. So, you now, chat room, let me end the show right now for the YouTube people. I'm not going to go anywhere, just by super duper quickly saying yourrealityrecaps.com/bb19 if you want to see all this back, all of our other shows back, these shows specifically, like this one that I just did or that you are watching, is at yourrealityrecaps.com/bb19 spoilers. It's in the playlist at the top of the page. That's where all of these types of shows will be. You have one more day until 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night to do the trash draft at yourrealityrecaps.com/bb19 trash draft. Free game, play with us all season, win prizes, fun thing to do with us. If you want to see us do these shows live, yourrealityrecaps.com/YouNow. Become a fan over there or subscribe. And of course, lastly, become a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You get access to the patron-only shows, prize giveaways just for patrons, your questions asked the reality stars, and the patron after shows. After we are live on You Now, we go live in the patron group this season, which is super fun. Or you can do a one-time donation over at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Any support that you guys give us really helps us out to fund not only our Big Brother season, normally I would say stuff that we have planned in the future. In this case, things that we've already done that we're still paying off. So anything that you guys do to help us support us, share our shows, our content, like it, love it, 5-star, that's free, that helps us out too. And I will see you guys tomorrow when we talk about all the POV aftermath and what has happened with Megan. And maybe I'll see all you guys for a hangout show tonight. Bye, everybody!